Nigerian men are the best. Nigerian men. I think we should just accept it that we women, we would die for money. We like money. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for clicking. If you're new, welcome. My name is Liliana. Let's take a look at this video.
I feel like Nigerians abroad are not very good ambassadors for their actual country.
Then after that, we'll take a look at this video.
We need to talk about this story. A South African girl who visited Nigeria on the 17th of December 2024 was said to have died mysteriously 5 days later.
Please like the video. For those who like to judge, please watch this.
I feel like Nigerians abroad are not very good ambassadors for their actual country. I just spent the last 2 weeks in Lagos, and before I planned my trip, so while I was planning my trip, I told so many of my friends that I was going to Nigeria, and a lot of them discouraged me so much. They're like, it's dangerous, you might get kidnapped, like stories upon stories upon stories. And I was shocked because as a South African, even though I complain about South Africa all the time, I would not discourage anyone from going to South Africa. I'd advise them about their safety, but I wouldn't tell anyone not to go. And a lot of my friends were like, no, like you would be okay, but it's also that like it's super dangerous. There's so many things that could go wrong. And I'm like, is that really the right attitude to have? Things could go wrong anywhere. Things could go wrong in New York. Things could go wrong in Cairo, you know? And yet none of those people would ever discourage you from like coming to see their city. I had the best time ever in Lagos. I love Nigerians.
I'm not saying she's wrong for saying what she's saying, but when it happens, your people will start to blame Nigerians. Even those of us that cannot hurt a fly, we are part of it. The stereotype is there. She is lucky she went to Nigeria, came back. Thank God for you. But what about this lady from South Africa as well?
We need to talk about this story. A South African girl who visited Nigeria on the 17th of December 2024 was said to have died mysteriously 5 days later under a very unusual circumstance. Although we are hearing she may have died from malaria, many people believe she may have been used for money rituals. The young lady, who goes by the name of Primrose Felicita Day, left Cape Town on the 17th of December to visit a friend in Nigeria. Now, the friend that she came to see in Nigeria is where we are having issues with this story. Her people did not exactly know what she had come to do or who she had come to see. She is an adult, so obviously her life, her business. However, after she passed, her family got the news of her death. They began trying to make arrangements for her body to come home. At the same time, they had questions, but they did not know who to ask until she was linked to a not so popular Nigerian artist named Snazzy Nyanga Emmanuel. I've never heard of him, but from what we could gather, he shuffles between South Africa and Nigeria. At the point, he is believed to have lived in South Africa, and he was the one posting videos of himself and the late Primrose, which caught a lot of people's attention because now it's clear whom she may have seen in Lagos, whom she may have come to see in Lagos, and he becomes the obvious choice to answer the question as to what happened to her. Now, it was said he first shared a video of himself with Primrose having dinner at the restaurant in Lagos. He shared this video on the 30th and captioned it, "Many people that love me unconditionally don't die finish," which was clear he was referring to her. But according to him, this video was made on the 18th of December, the day after she arrived in Lagos, which in my opinion, is clear and believable that she had come to see him. Now, people started reaching out to him more often when they realized that there were more videos of the two of them together on his page. So at this point, it is clear that Emmanuel knew who Primrose was, and it was obvious to a lot of us that she had come to visit him. And so many people began calling him out, asking him questions as to what happened to this girl. How does a healthy girl leave her hometown in South Africa to Nigeria only to die of malaria 5 days later? And Emmanuel responded, explaining himself. According to his own point of view, he had known Primrose for 5 years, from way back to when he was in South Africa, and that her first time of visiting Nigeria was in April of 2024, earlier that same year, and that it was possible at the time she had come to visit him. However, he claims that this her second visit in December was not for him, indicating that Primrose has many Nigerian friends, many male Nigerian friends, and that one of them may have been the one who sponsored her coming over for the holidays. And about his dinner with her on the 18th, he said that it was just casual, that they just hung out at a restaurant. You know, one of those visits where she's like, hey, what's up, Emmanuel? I'm in Lagos now. Can we chill? Can we hang out? And they agreed to meet at the restaurant. Pretty much insinuating that after this dinner date, she went back to whomever she was staying with, and he went back to his house. And according to him still, during this dinner date, she told him that she wasn't feeling fine, that she wasn't feeling well. And he was like, okay, maybe it's because of the flight. You know, she had just arrived the day before. So he responded with, it could have been the flight and the time difference, or, you know, one of those jet lag situation. However, the next day after this supposed dinner date, things got worse for Primrose, because she was then hospitalized. Emmanuel said that on the 19th, Primrose sent him this video of her in the hospital. And I guess this was when things became clear that her sickness was pretty serious. She was on drip and she was admitted in the hospital. According to him, he already had plans to travel to his hometown for the Christmas holiday, but promised to call her once he's there and settled. And so on the 21st of December, he said he kept trying her phone number, but it wasn't going through. However, on the 22nd, somebody called him. He claimed it was a friend of Rose that called him to tell him that Primrose was dead and that she died of malaria. It's not clear how he took it, but he may have taken this news as that of someone who had lost a friend, because that was when he made that post talking about all the people that love me unconditionally are dead. And, you know, he went on to say she was a very humble girl, a very nice person, and that since he's an artist, she was a fan of his. But the problem is, many people don't believe him. He's making it look as though he knows nothing, because even the friend that called him to tell him about her death, he still hasn't given the name of that person. People still don't know who she actually went to meet. If at all, it wasn't him. In his comment section, a lot of people are expressing that he had used that for money rituals. But Emmanuel is pretty much unbothered, because he's actually responding to this comment saying that he has nothing to hide, that his hands are clean, that he knows nothing about her death other than the fact that she actually did complain to him that she was sick. The thing now is, he still hasn't said who the girl came to see. People believe that if he was not the one she came to visit, then he definitely know whom she had come to visit.
To her family, I feel bad for you. But if this girl have come back alive now, she will come and blame us for saying they should be careful. Oh, Nigerian men are the best. Nigerian men are the best. Nigerian men. I think we should just accept it that we women, we would die for money. We like money. You don't love Nigeria more than Nigerians. So if a Nigerian advises you to not go to Nigeria, it's not because they hate the country. It's because you don't know what's up over there. You don't know what's up. People are running away from home. Why do you think they are running away? I want to go home. I cannot go home carelessly. When you tell people don't go home, I mean, be careful. Be careful with our men. It's not like, it's not what you think. Look at the guy. One thing these fraudsters have in common is the fact that they flaunt their wealth. They look, they do things for the public to see. They do these things. They have this lifestyle where they want to impress people. They want to appear rich. They want to be successful. They want to be respected. They want to, if you ask him now, he will tell you the businesses that he's into. What's up? Afiba is not back up to this minute. Nothing is done. Nothing is done about it. So our country police is not that active. They're not being equipped enough to be able to protect you if anything goes wrong, to be able to get you answers. But una say una not go hear what, like our South African ladies especially. See, you can go to Nigeria and come back safely, but who are you going to see? Afiba went to see her friend, a woman. If the police want to work, you see that girl, the one that is alive, that her friend in Abuja. If the police wanted to do the job, they could have gotten that friend of Afiba. For a girl to have been so brave enough to send you a location, even while she was kidnapped, For your friend to be able to send you a location and she told you do not call, you call. A girl sent you location, this is where we are. What are you supposed to do immediately? Google location do not lie. At least somewhere around there. They couldn't save that girl, Afiba. Her friend had to wait for as long as it took her to be able to act. And then she reached out to Afiba's husband, demanding for money for them to get Afiba out. We don't see Afiba, we don't see Celine, we don't see gym instructor. These are all human beings, they are women. So if somebody tells you don't go to Nigeria carelessly, it's not because they hate Nigeria. Our ladies, Mona, they try. You can go to Nigeria and come back peacefully. But the people you are going to see, who are you going to see in Nigeria? That is the problem. Who do you trust enough to say you want to go? Even me as a Nigerian, I don't know who I can trust. Not because I do the type of videos that I do. It's just in me with trust issues. I cannot just randomly go to people's houses in Lagos and just sleep. And just say, okay, we met, come. No. No matter who you are, I will go straight to my village. Case closed. If you guys go out there, be careful. See, our men, they can spoil you with money. If you agree to be kept like a piece of jewelry, a Nigerian man will keep you and spoil you rotten with money. But Charlie, are you safe? Are you safe? Not all of them. Funny enough, the ones that could afford to spoil you that way, they don't even have the money. The ones that are genuine, a lot of them do not have the money. You guys need to wisen up, okay? Wisen up, please. But even after this, a lot of women, they still won't learn. They will still be careless. I know that crimes happen everywhere. New York, like she said, South Africa, Accra, anywhere. It can happen anywhere in the world. But how do the police, the justice system in that country works? How does it work? Afiba's case has not even been opened. Do you get it? Her body is nowhere to be found. We don't know if this girl is alive or not. This her own is even better. She has spied and people are raising money so they could take the body back to South Africa and rest it, so her family can find healings, knowing that she have returned back to the dust and she's resting. You guys be careful, I beg you. Be careful. Yes, look at me very well. I'm very unpatriotic. No problem. But be careful because you are a woman and you are human. What matters is not where you're from. You are coming there. You don't know what goes down behind the scene every day back at home. When we tell you be careful, we mean you should be careful. Unfortunately, she's no longer alive to see this, but there's another young South African girl or two right now in Nigeria. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoy yourself. And please tear your eye. Open your eye. The one that will be, the one that Cubana chief priest impregnated is there. And a lot of Nigerians are coming for her on the internet. You guys be careful. She came to Nigeria from Nairobi, Kenya. She ended up with Cubana chief priest, a married man. Got pregnant for him. This man denied her. She's there with the baby, 2 years old baby. And this man is doing nothing about that baby. He doesn't want to be part of the baby's life. He doesn't want to do anything for her. He doesn't want. And if she goes to Nigeria and says she wants to take him to court, which court? It doesn't work that way. You guys be careful. Be careful. I'm telling you because I'm a woman. If these people I'm talking about stand here, I will repeat. Be careful. Please be careful when you go to Nigeria. I beg you. For the sake of your families, okay? For the sake of your families. I hope that you learn from this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.